I thought I did this bit. Good. Hello, welcome to Us Town on tour. I'm here. It's me, Steenton. I'm here today with the Mayor of Asstown himself, David Thayer.
Hello.
And our special guest this week, the man whose island that we're touring on this very episode, it is Timothy Winchester.
Hey, I'm clapping for myself, but most useful emote to have. Hi guys, it's so nice to be here. Can I say it's a genuine honour and privilege, and I also feel quite nervous because I've watched the stream, I'm a big fan of the podcast, and now here I am. I chose this outfit especially so people would think I'm cool.
I mean, it is a very cool outfit. Let me do a quick zoom in on it.
Right?
It is. People do know you as a fashionista, of course.
I will say, as you will see, my island probably not up to the standard that you're used to, but my outfits are. They're something else.
Well, I mean, as Shrinky's always quick to point out, it's not this show is not about, you know, who has the most luxuriant town. This show's about, you know, just everybody's life in Animal Crossing and getting to know what everybody's doing, because there's more to Animal Crossing than just like building, you know, the replica of the fantasy castle at Disneyland. We've got people lining up in the chat. Christina says you're a fashion icon, Peter. How do you feel about that?
Oh, thanks, Christina. That's so kind. I will say, Christina sent me an item today as like to cheer me on, and it's already in one of my looks. That's how in sync we are. So you've got that to look forward to.
What's the halo all about?
That I think it's just the only item I could find. That I really like my hair in this, so I just want something that's just like eccentric. It just draws the eye upwards.
It is. I mean, it does look great. It looks.
I can't see anything holding it up either.
Exactly right.
That's
like,
really
how does
impressive.
that work?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is it?
And I bet you're not fussed about the duck bill. That's just, you're used to that.
Oh, I mean, you know, it's a Huey, Dewey, and Louie realness going on in the tent right now in the Asstown tent.
Quack quack.
Guys, it's been a big week in, you know, Animal Crossing this week. You know, the first thing we've got to chat about in terms of the news today is, you know, all over the High Score Club archipelago and beyond into the world of Animal Crossing, the wider world of Animal Crossing, which is probably at this point every human being on planet Earth is playing this game. People have met Leif and Red for the first time in this game due to the update that happened on Thursday. Guys, have you encountered either of them so far?
I didn't get Leif on my first day, but yeah, I have met him since, and what a sweetheart. He gave me some new flowers, gave me some shrubs, which I don't really understand, and yeah, I met Red as well, but I haven't been. That's what we've chatted. He gave me a painting, but nothing beyond that.
You know, ever since day one, but especially since she obtained terraforming tools, Judith, my wife, who I mention every stream because she's probably an even bigger Animal Crossing fan than me, so probably spends a little bit more time with the game. She's been going bushes. When are we going to get bushes? Or hedges, I think they're called. And
shrubs.
You know, shrubs. And now we have shrubs. I said to her, I don't want no shrubs. A shrub is a guy who can't get no love from me. And she hasn't spoken to me since.
It's funny because then, do you remember the response song, No Pigeons?
Oh, of course. Of course, No Pigeons. No Pigeons is better than No Scrubs. There's
no pigeons in this game yet either, so...
well, you know, I haven't been. I'm still primed for heartbreaks. I actually haven't looked up what the status on Blathers is. Don't know if you guys know. I know Shrinky has his kind of Blathers related horror story that he sometimes alludes to, but hasn't. I don't think it's told in full.
Brewster.
Sorry, Brewster. My bad. I'm getting sorry.
Yeah,
sorry,
so I actually feel
sorry to Blathers.
Now. So I was petrified because I thought that I had lost out on getting Brewster or the Roost in my town, because it sounded to me like one of my villagers was going to do like a New Leaf style public works request, and I'm sure that it really felt like that's what he was doing, but I haven't heard of anyone else at all in the world having Brewster, so I suspect it would have been something else. Maybe it would have just been an item that is somehow related to KK rather than it being a cafe that was being suggested to me, so I feel a lot better now. I can let that go. Well, I've met both Leif and Red.
Oh,
I was very pleased to.
I haven't met Red yet. I'm so jealous.
I was surprised to see Red so close by.
Yeah,
So,
it's a really strange feeling because, sorry, I don't think this counts as a spoiler because you know Red's backstory, but like not backstory, but like reputation.
His lore.
It was, yeah, right. It was so weird that everyone on my island, even like the grumpy ones, are like sweethearts to me, and then we've got someone who's like definitely a wrong un. It's like, oh, this feels like my island's been infiltrated. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
it was quite well. So you'll know when Red is visiting your island because Isabel mentions in her introduction at the start of the day, and it's quite a different tone of introduction to the one I'm used to.
Oh, tell me more.
Exciting. Well, she gives you a warning. She's basically saying that there's a dodgy character in town.
I mean, Isabel herself is pretty dodgy. I mean, she couldn't wait to take grasp of the mayorship every time your back was turned in New Leaf. It's a real House of Cards situation over there in Steentown, as it was then. Red, yeah, I'm very, I love Red. I'm a man of several Animal Crossing obsessions. I feel like even before Turnip Mania gripped the world this time, I was an avid Turnip man. And then my second biggest obsession normally is the collecting the wrestling set. Then it's KK Sliders records, and then it's Red. And I want to get one of every fake. I care more about the fakes.
Really?
I care more about the fakes because for me it's a little bit more Red. Do you know what I mean? The Mona Lisa, real Mona Lisa, I've seen it a million billion times. You know what I mean? I want to see the fake Mona Lisa where she's got an extra finger or whatever the difference is.
Wow.
There is great.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I've never thought about it like that before, but that makes perfect sense. Those fakes must be very special.
There's great potential to set up your own alternative museum in this game. You can put any of the museum items, apart from I suppose the insects, you can't let them roam free in your own version, but you can put the dinosaurs outside, you can put the paintings outside, I presume. So yeah, you can make your own version and knock off museum.
I look forward to it. One of my exhibits in the custom exhibits in New Leaf was the fake Red's fake art museum, because I believe him to be a true artist, a forger, but also a forger that we respect, like Shia LaBeouf.
Wow.
I mean,
that's strong.
I know. I'll speak more about my Shia LaBeouf thoughts another time, because before we move on to the next subject, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's rocking up in the chat tonight. Kit's here. We got Gamer Interrupted, who says that the egg in the corner is cursed. I think Zipper might be watching us through cameras in its eyes. Sure. Yeah, 100%. Chew Magma's rocked up. Mayor Sailor. He says AK Elijah Wood, so I think he might be the person that's randomly been pranking people as Elwood.
Fine.
and Christena's mentioning bootleg butterflies, because you can use Flick's butterflies to showcase insects outdoors in a museum like quality.
I guess maybe you could customize the model maybe and make paint your own butterfly wings.
Oh god, I hadn't even
thought. Come up with new versions.
Is that a possibility?
I doubt it, but it's a possibility because I haven't investigated it.
Let's get the devs on the phone and talking about expansions, talking about new incidents on the island, new arrivals. A lot of people last week got their first Nook's Cranny. Well, I say first. I don't know I actually don't know if there's more expansions, but they got a Nook's Cranny expansion. A lot of people now having kind of a store that I think it's fair to say is roughly double the size. Some exciting new items seem to have appeared.
It's less of a cranny now. Sorry.
No, you go.
Make a silly joke. It's less of a cranny now and more of like a cove, or what's the step up from a cranny?
I mean, is a Nook bigger than a cranny? It could be Nook's Nook.
Oh yeah, there we go. Nook's Nookie. No,
Well,
never
am
mind.
am I wrong in remembering that in New Leaf the shop expansions and before New Leaf the shop expansions had new names? Because I'm sure it was like Nook's Cranny, Nook Stop, and then
TNT Mart.
TNT Mart. I mean, is that right? And then whatever the department store was called.
Yeah, I think there might have even been something between the TNT Mart and the department store. I'm TIY Doodles by Ben says, yeah.
There you go.
This game is in such early stages right now. We could see all kinds of other. I'd be surprised if it stays as Nook's Cranny the whole way through its whole evolution. But I think this is, for a refurbishment, this can still be a cranny.
What was the first big purchase you made in the expanded shop?
I bought
Mine
fancy
is,
versions of the tools.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I got a really cute elephant watering can, but my big thing was like an imperial table, I think, with a lazy Susan built in.
Oh, now your tea parties are going to be extreme.
Yeah, Teddy time every time.
Dream. I opted for the jacuzzi straight away.
Did you actually get one?
Yeah. So I think it was 130,000 bells. You know, your boy's flush with the turnip cash though. So for me,
clearly.
it's nothing. I was like, did you know what? I looked him in the eyes. I said, "Have you got two?" He said no. Only things on the blue table can be bought multiple times. And I was like, work on that.
Yeah, sort it out. This is the start of the new Netflix show Turnip King, right? Just the man who owns too many jacuzzis.
I mean, I love jacuzzis, man. Is there anything better than getting a bubble shot straight up your backside? Sorry, it's not that kind of show. I'm sorry.
The Turnip King would have enjoyed the briefcase that was in mine on the first day, 100,000 bell aluminium briefcase.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great in my wrestling arena.
The thing is, it was just a briefcase. I didn't want to shell out that much money for.
But what was inside the briefcase, Shrinky?
Well, that's a good question.
If you got 16 of them, we could play Deal or No Deal.
Oh my God! Somebody make that happen. Somebody make that happen.
A billionaire is going to need to be brought in to do that.
Wah, wah.
I'm getting close.
I was going to say we must know a few, considering the state of the turnip stock this week and all the weeks.
Some people in the club might be in a position to make multiple purchases of one of those aluminium briefcases. Yeah.
Doodles by Ben.
Give me a call.
Doodles by Ben's big item today is a pink laptop for 70k. I mean, I would buy that. Also want to say hello to 11KRZ in the chat. I think Frank's rocked up. Joe's rocked up.
Oh my God, I can't handle. I don't have enough emotes for all of them.
Depot Agents, want to say, and Bad Little Boy. God, we got all the classics in tonight. Hello, everybody.
Such a bad little boy.
I know. And speaking of bad little boys, I'm upset to let you both know that I had a very, very sad moment when a villager left me this week. For those watching on the stream, they can see right now on stream. My boy Colton. He has been, one of my solid core villagers for a long time. If you haven't met Colton, he is a wonderful blonde, white horse with blonde hair, who kind of dresses like Prince Charming. He's got a very wonderful house, marble everywhere, ivory baby grand piano. He's a dream, really. I love him, but one day, he had a little cloud over his head, and he said to me, Martin, I don't think life on Isla Delstein is for me, and because your boy here, he's got a big heart. He listens to a lot of Mariah Carey. I knew because I loved him, I had to let him free. And so Colton's actually left now, and in his place, Midge has moved in. Some of you might be familiar with Midge. Midge moved from Ever Never, another high score club island, onto my island. My wife's island, to be precise. And so Midge is bedding in right now. We're getting to know her. I think it's her third day on the island. I see that Shrinky's looking upset about Colton leaving.
Important question here. Do we know why Midge left and has brought? Is it a good thing that they're moving into your town, or
I mean,
did they leave under a cloud?
I haven't drilled into it, but I'll tell you this. I know Judith's a little bit more possessive about her villagers than I am, so I think maybe Midge and Judith maybe didn't get on. Maybe there was a dispute. Maybe Midge didn't want to kind of lend some sugar.
Maybe there was a certain standard expected of all the villagers, and maybe somebody didn't live up to that standard.
It's a very neat and tidy town, unlike mine. Although I know we haven't shown mine on stream yet. Maybe one day. Did you guys have any comings and goings this week?
Shrinks, you go first.
Well, I didn't, but I did make my first foray into just finding out if I wanted. Say there was one of my villagers that I wasn't so keen on, and say I wanted them to leave. How would I go about maybe, moving it along a little bit? So I did actually. I started talking to Isabel, but I don't think talking to Isabel is the way you go about it. And from chat in the club, it seems like really talking to Isabel is what you do if there's something that if someone's using language you don't approve of, or something like that, then talking to Isabel will help. But I don't think that helps encourage a villager to leave. But I have found out now. I think I found out how I would do it if I wanted to get rid of a villager. But the classic way in Animal Crossing is you just cut out that villager, you stop talking to them. But for me, I can't help but talk to them. I keep doing it by accident. Before I know it, I'm in a conversation.
I personally,
I'm not sure I have the heart.
I kind of let things play out naturally. Like, there are villagers that I will always talk to when I pass, like Rowan, Lucha, Stinky, Jambette. But then there are villagers that I just vibe with, less, like Colton, and I love him. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes I don't feel like talking to him because I might I feel like we're not on the same wavelength sometimes. Bon, she's a sassy diva, and I respect that. But sometimes your boy likes to keep it low energy. Sometimes she's a bit much. Flora, she's a vibrant personality, wants to be a pop star, and I can relate to that too. But sometimes I don't want to know, I don't want to know about kind of her attempts at, hitting the limelight this week, because your boy's also got big dreams and he needs to prioritize those first.
It's it's healthy of you to prioritise your own well-being. I'm all on board with that. I've had some people try to move out, like Dina, the duck, who I love. She was like, I think I'm going to leave. You're like, Dina, listen closely. You're not going anywhere. Stay here forever. And now I feel a bit guilty because maybe she would be better off somewhere else. I don't know. And then there's Quilson, who was, when you first get the campsite, the villager that moves in is like a smug one and you hate them. That was my verdict to Quilson. Like, he's a really rich, oily sort of duck who just is quite unappealing.
But then, oily duck.
Oily duck. But he tried to move out, and I was like, I'm sorry, Quilson. You've grown on me. You also have to stay here forever. And now I find myself regretting that. Have I stunted their growth and their potential? Oh,
so you're like a closed border. Once they're in, they can never leave. It's like Battle Royale or like Hunger Games.
I forgot, but that's the same for me. So Chew Magma asked in the chat, was it Cheddar that I was trying to get rid of? But no, actually, I'm in the same boat as Timothy. I've really grown to like Cheddar, especially since I started sending him. I sent him some. His house is it's basically a big high-class bathroom. It's got a jacuzzi in it. It's got toilet. It's got a shower and everything. And I sent him some toilet cleaning equipment because I thought he needed it for that bathroom. And I don't know why. He seems so smug and so, completely full of himself when he first turned up in that tent. But I like him now.
Oh, wait, I just need to... there's a clarification. Judith has joined the chat. My wife is on the chat, everybody. And she clarifies that Midge left when Becky came to stay at the camping site. And in order for Becky to move in, Midge had to leave. Her words, not mine. Listen to the sinister undertones there.
Hang on, I understand. At first I thought you meant that Becky's just such a better fit. I'll take one for the team so you can all be happy together. But it actually sounds more like Judith appeared one night at her house and said, you have to leave.
Midge, there's a boat waiting for you at the secret beach. Go there now. Or risk the consequences. Speaking of consequences, guys, it's time for this week's Turnip update. Before we go and visit, but this is what we do. We have a little Turnip update while we prepare to visit the island of Timothy Winchester. So right now on screen, you can see the turnip chart for the week. Obviously, you see already there's a couple of big spikes in the middle. And it's been a kind of, I feel like this week there was a lot of activity. So for those that are new to High Score Club, we have a Discord. On the Discord, we've got an Animal Crossing section which splits out into various different kind of subtopics, the subtopics of Animal Crossing. It's expanded this week. I want to say a big thank you to Mina, Jasper, and Ho, and everybody, and Neil and Shambles and everybody that's kind of been suggesting new things to do on the new things to do on the Discord. So now we have an item trading Discord channel, Turnip Discord channel. We've got a gardening Discord channel. This week we added a custom design Discord channel. There's a lot going on. But right now I want to talk about the Turnip group. The Turnip group, as always, are the Batmen that watch over the Gotham City of our finances. And yeah, it's been a bit of a wild week, really. Lots of people on the general High Score Club Animal Crossing chat, they dip in and out of the turnips, and this week we had a few big sales points for those turnips. A lot of people walking away with selling their turnips for over 600 bells within the turnip group itself. We saw people like Matty in Ebb get like a massive turnip sales price of 558. I took advantage of that because your boy likes to rack up those millions, but he doesn't like to queue on the turnip exchange, so he waits a little bit later in the weeks where the air traffic isn't as wild. It looks like on average this week the average price was quite low at just 106. That's kind of what we expect to see at the end of the week. So when you get those peaks, you've really got to take advantage of them. We had some pretty low prices too. Slugland, Mokuroku, Joe List, he went as low as 33, and that, it's heartbreaking when you get a 33. But there's probably, one thing more heartbreaking than that, I'm afraid to say, and that is this week, Fabian Gecko, one of our strong Smash Brothers competitors, and also just a great High Score Club member. We had to have a moment of silence, not just for him, but also for someone else too. But I'll chat about him first. He bought, I think it was 3 million bells worth of turnips. That's a lot of turnips by anybody's standards. That's a lot of turnips, and you can see in this screenshot here that he had a lot of turnips spread out across town. And it looks like I believe the story goes that his girlfriend, who was experimenting with time traveling, unbeknownst to him, maybe I'm paraphrasing, did a little time travel, and when the console was returned to him, all of the turnips were spoiled.
Oh, what?
It's that hurts, and also I know 3 million bells, and also we're gonna give we're gonna show our respect to my pet Roxy, who also had a turnip rotting situation, and correct me if I'm wrong here. I believe what happened is she went to visit somebody in a different time zone to buy turnips, and when she returned to her own time zone, because it was on the cusp of the week ticking over, the turnips immediately rotted.
Yes.
That's very, very, very sad.
Completely innocent mistake to make, and yet just as devastating.
So yeah, I just it's just sad to see people get burnt by the turnip game. But when you want to reach into the furnace to get those financial rewards, sometimes you're going to get burnt.
It's a dangerous game to play. If you can't take the risk, don't get involved. Stay something safe like selling fruit or catching rare bugs.
Take a visit to Tarantula Island, although I know some people frown on Tarantula Island.
Well, I think that's been patched out now.
I'm just scared of tarantulas. Just keep them well away from me. I only want butterflies. I could
tell you that thanks to Torpodust Joe, we added a lot of emojis to the Discord this week, and the only insect represented is a tarantula, because I know, for better or for worse, it's become a bit of an emblem in this game. Make of that what you will. Okay, so I think I'm just about to get ready to get on the plane. I think. Let's see. Looks like we've got a. Oh, carry on.
No, just have, when the dodos are typing on the computer and you think, but their fingers are feathers. So, like, how does that work when it comes to typing? Like, do they have, like, special gloves? Do they just use their beak?
I guess the technology's been invented by Tom Nook.
Of course.
I think they've probably got giant touchpads that are able to pick up the movements of the.
A bit like where you wear those gloves.
Maybe they just do the hand motion just so you feel reassured, but there's actually a real keyboard down by their feet that they click clacking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, their beaks seem to get involved too.
Just makes you think, right, guys?
It does, you're
Or
right.
at least it made me think.
Looks like I'm in the air, guys. I'm coming to Tootle Bay, Peter. While the people on the stream, see my flight information, and get a good overview. We're flying over right now. Can you give us a little intro to Tootle Bay?
So I think I will say the Tootle Bay, like people on this stream so far have had beautiful, like, manicured islands, or that have really smart, like, little touches, like Tiny Town, love it, or Emmy's excellent use of custom designs. Right, that you're not going to get any of that in Tootle Bay, because, like me, Tootle Bay is like a sloppy, messy baby that's sort of charming in its way, and just sort of the more time you spend with it, the more you'll grow to love it. But I think that's like the top line of my island. I really hope you enjoy it. There's lots to see and do.
Brilliant.
Hello.
Also, messy sloppy baby it's my dream. Oh, hang on. So welcome to my island. First of, just so you like me more, I bought you both gifts.
Oh, thank you.
You brought us
Yeah,
gifts.
I've got some bribery. I even gift wrapped them.
Oh.
Lovely blue paper. Okay, I'm going to open it.
I hope you like them.
It's a good job I've got inventory space. And also everybody on the stream, just look, my inventory is not full of trees this week, so it makes a difference to the other weeks.
That was so weird. What were you doing with them all?
Building a baseball field.
Of course.
I've got an hourglass.
I've got a mounted
I love
blue
that.
marlin. I don't even know what that is.
It's a giant fish.
Timothy, what's going on with your look right now?
Well, now that you're, like, on my home turf, I don't have to pretend to be, like, cool and hip anymore, so this is just my normal look. It's sort of Mr. Mistopheles meets Persona 5 is what I'm going for.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I like it too. I have to wear the bow, because as soon as you take the bow off, it gets really sinister. Hang on. Now,
I see. Yep.
Scary.
The little bow makes you
Cool.
like, the two valets in Persona. They're sinister but they're cute at the same time. Is that what they are? Valets, bellhops, whatever they are. Speaking of bellhops, you've got 3 bells here, Peter. 3 bells
So
and a lotto.
This is the Tootle Bay bingo hall. It's just a work in progress. I was just seeing whether it works, because maybe I could have friends over who could play actual bingo. The machine works, so that's something. Yeah, that's right. I also really love these stools, little velvet numbers.
Yeah. It looks like something, even the bingo machine looks quite, because of that gold metal look, looks quite mechanical, quite mysterious.
You're going to take it for your steampunk emporium that we all know you're secretly building.
I feel like there's a sinister vibe to all this. Obviously, we have this, like, we have a kind of a man with his innards out at the top of a bed of black roses.
Surrounded
Tulips,
by
tulips.
fiery lanterns.
I think what I want from just all across Tootle Bay, I just want to be like little bits that just make you think. So here I want you to, the first thing I want you to see is like, oh, that's weird. But it's not really in keeping with the rest of my island, sort of. You'll see. But I'm a big fan of. There's a lot of flowers. I don't want to look up any of the guides. I've just sort of been planting them willy-nilly to see what happens. So you'll just see a lot of that.
If anybody is new to the chat tonight, we will leave a link to our Discord at the end, where there is a very active gardening group right now that do not have your aversion against guides.
I should look it up. Anyway, so why don't we just go check out? Do you want to go check out the plaza first?
100%. Look who's here.
Yeah, your favourite dog and mine. What a handsome dog. Yeah.
I don't know why I should be shocked. I guess I'm shocked because I just saw him on my island. How's he able to do this? Oh, that's an interesting point, actually. Sorry. Maybe I'm getting a bit in the weeds here, but it's interesting that when I spoke to Red, and Red might not be the only person that does this, but as far as I can remember, he was. Red actively tells you. Oh no, sorry. I went to visit my wife's island and saw Red because Red hasn't visited me yet. Because I wanted to see if I could buy from Red, but I couldn't. But he did say to me, "Hey, look, I'll see you when I'm on your island," and that feels pretty unique because it's like the other characters when you meet them, they don't seem to recognize you or have the memory of seeing you or the idea that they'll be on your island. Like right now, KK is simultaneously on all of our islands, like Santa Claus. He occupies a space outside of reality, but Red was suggesting to me that it's the same Red everywhere. So maybe Red is like us. He has the special kind of superpower that means we're the only one.
I think it's tricky with Red because you see that Red has a mode of transport, where also so whereas none of the others do. Like you don't know how Label gets here or Leif or anything.
Yeah.
I assume they come via the plane.
I don't know. If I was a plane,
walk up out of the sea.
Oh, that's also possible. But if I was a plane, I would not have Red on my plane. He's never going to get through customs, assuming there are customs.
Oh, you know he's sewn some like blood diamonds inside a watermelon or something. 100%.
I was really proud of this sort of blue hydrangea, pink tulip area, but then this morning I accidentally picked one of the blue.
I've done that.
I was so upset.
It'll grow back.
Don't look at that. Yeah, I know. So here are my trees. I've got a little, telling you what fruit grows on them. That if it's a little frog, that means that it was a money tree, and I just haven't been bothered to cut it down yet.
Cute.
Unfortunately, my museum is out of commission today, which is a shame because I really wanted to show you my butterfly room. Not a euphemism.
I'm guessing you've moved it.
No, I moved it. I've always put it here. I wanted everything by the beach. I chose this island now because I thought, having a nice central island will be really fun, but it's been a real pain in the bum.
Wait, why is the museum out of commission? I don't know about this.
Oh, sorry.
No, tell me.
Well,
don't look. Get away.
What's happened?
Let's just say, Martin, that once you've spoken to Red, maybe you'll have a better idea.
Oh, nice. Okay, I did know about that.
Good, I feel less bad then. We've got some little houses here. This is, I think I want to say Rolf. I don't like him. But I don't want him to move out either, because then I feel unwanted. Come on, let me go in.
Sorry, it's because I'm on the loading screen. While we're waiting to get in the house, Doodles by Ben asks us, have we noticed how much Red's boat is polluting the air? It's pumping out black smoke all day long. Tut, 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 tut.
It reminds me of, do you remember the Sun Tots cartoon?
Sun Tots?
Sun Tots? I think it was Sun Tots. Does anyone on the chat remember Sun Tots? It was like these little sort of like Nomi characters. Oh, his floor is wet.
Ooh.
Oh. A river runs through it.
Oh, I never noticed. Oh, that's grim.
Oh, he's nice.
Really?
Yeah. He's been really nice. He's telling me to enjoy Tootle Bay and talk to people. And
well, that's how I've trained them all.
This floor is lovely. I think I have this one.
He whispers to you, "I want to get out."
Yeah, please, I want to leave. Why won't they let me leave? So that's Rolf. He was a fairly recent, so the most recent but one. And then in the next house, which I'll just go into while...
I love these holodeck style houses.
Yeah.
I was going to say on the boat, what the boat reminded me of was it had a bit of a kind of Grisco vibe.
Yeah, from Splatoon, right?
Oh, what if they're connected?
That would make a lot of sense.
I wouldn't go that far, but I can imagine the Red's boat being in the background of some Grisco cleanup site, covered in salmonids.
This is Bianca. She wants to be a pop star. She was one of the 3 islanders I met on the Mystery Islands. I wasn't going to ask her to move in until she said she wanted to be a pop star, and I was like, okay. please move in.
Now
But-
I know I've met a Bianca before. She exists on Ever Never, my wife's island, and I can tell that she. I think she is, in my wife's words, her ultimate bestie. I may be wrong there. Chilliper's commenting on how you've got houses on the beach.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do.
And you got planning permission, and it was all fine.
Yeah, this game you don't have to worry about foundation, structural integrity, and the like. Yeah, I just thought there's a lot of beach space I'm not doing anything with, so why not?
Yeah.
I can't really grow flowers on here. This is Ursula's house. She's not in at the moment, but I think she might be one of my favourites. I made her a little heart-shaped door plaque.
Before we go
so you know
in,
we're friends.
Ho is
Oh, we can't,
asking,
she's not here.
Rolf, Bianca, next door neighbour, both kind of, both similar characters. Are they a couple?
I would like that. I will say I chose the plot of land before I knew what Rolf was. I didn't get that choice. It's like so it's just worked out very well, hasn't it?
Sometimes fate intervenes.
I'll say. So there's Ursula up ahead with
Ooh.
Ali, who's an alligator.
I don't know who I like more.
The answer is Ursula. She's sort of big sister vibes, and then there's Ali over here, who I'm assuming is an alligator. Ali is a bit like a subpar Bianca, I'll be honest. Like, yeah, she reminds me a bit of Gigi from my old New Leaf town. And here is a grain silo. I wanted to sort of use this area to recreate like something from Lost. Like I want to find a little hatch to put here as well, and then you'll be like, what's in the silo? But, I've yet to be given the option to buy one of those.
What about a sewer grate? Would that work? 'Cause you
Yeah,
can buy one of those.
that would work. Yeah, glad to take one. Also, it's time for a new outfit. This look I like to call Baby Pig.
Whoa!
Because
Wow.
I am dressed as a baby, but also a pig, thanks to the pig nose. And the romper suit is the one that Christina sent me. So well done, Christina. You knew me so well. Also, sorry. Here's my sand castle and sand building area. I really love the sand castle. Anything that sort of looks like it's actually coming out of the ground.
It's very, very cool.
Yeah,
I'm a little. I know that we chat about like the interactability of objects every single week, but for a second there, I thought if I touch the sandcastle, will I kick it over? And
I
that
really
would have
wanted
been
to.
it would have been a terrible thing to do.
So in fact, why don't we just we'll go carry on over here. We'll just go up the beach. Just ignore that house for the time being.
Okay. I will be very careful for your flowers. Chew Magma asks, do we call them villagers or islanders? Or he's asking in the chat, do people call them villagers or islanders? I guess they're both one and the same. I suppose islanders feels more appropriate for the game, right?
Yeah, I guess so. It's interchangeable. Do you guys all have a ladder?
I think so.
Okay, so here's some trees. You don't need to care about those, but we'll just jump up here.
Ooh, so there's no incline yet. Tell us more about what's good. This feels like a development. What's going on here?
Well, so as you know, I'm still working on it. I guess I just don't really like spending money on inclines. Bridges make more sense to me. Here's the spooky well, which is going to be a lot spookier once I'm done with it. Here's a rock, which is probably the strangest recipe I own.
But it is. I don't
anything.
have this. It is really interesting to get a different type of rock. That's how much I've been playing this game. Just desperate to see a different type of rock.
So
I noticed that there's a feature they've taken out from New Leaf. You can't sit on rocks anymore.
Oh.
That was something they added it into the Welcome Amiibo update. That's one of the major things they added was the ability to sit on rocks. It's gone.
Ho's liking it to the spooky rock from Parasite.
Yeah, I have some Parasite, but I'll say
Spoilers.
spooky rock.
It's got a very spooky rock in it.
What's going on here?
This I sort of wanted to create it's like a summoning circle meets alien eggs meets Mirror of Erised from Harry Potter. So this is where you can go and change your look if you so. I don't know if you actually can change your look while you're here.
Oh wait, let me look in the Mirror of Erised. Once you're done, I'll have a look in it. I'll have a look. I'm looking in. Oh, I'm seeing a third type of rock.
I could say I didn't enjoy Bunny Day at all, but these egg lamps are the best thing ever.
Yeah, I want to give it. I want to, again. I think we always mention this. Call back to previous episodes, like obviously Philippa, Emmy. So they've shown, pun intended. They've shown me the light on how much these kind of like softly luminescent things can be in terms of like sprucing up your home.
They're just so weird. All right, so if we pop up here, this is where you come if you want to go and look for aliens. So it's got all the stuff you need: an incense stick to relax you. Have you guys used a generator before?
I've got one. So I'm very, very interested in this because I have something similar on my island. I'm very.
So when you say used it, how do you mean?
Oh, sorry, it makes a lot of noise, which I find really it's such an unpleasant noise for such a lovely game. I've also tried to hide a radio behind it, so I want the idea that like music could it's like it's just appearing from nowhere.
I think
you can hide it behind this sign up here.
True.
I think last week Dim mentioned that the idea that this is kind of like Disneyland with like hidden radios and everything.
Yeah. I wanted the idea as well that whoever has been here has slowly gone insane, and that's why they've got these flamingos. Also, if you come over here, you can look at the lovely lighthouse, which I really like.
Oh, we've got the same lighthouse, I think. Very nice.
Yeah, that means we have to get married. That's the rule.
Uh-oh.
Surprise!
Ancient maritime law.
Yeah, right. Also, I really like this giant satellite. I know everyone can get it in their shop. I just have these big, stupid objects that don't really do anything.
Well, we just heard in the chat that the antennae have different logos on.
Okay. Is this for base stations, you reckon?
Collect them all.
Okay.
Yeah, this is for post encryption.
Yeah. All right. So we'll leave this little area.
Could somebody explain to me what the word parabolic means, please?
I'll let you go ahead, Timothy. You go ahead.
Oh no! Sorry, we're not crossing the bridge just yet. Sorry.
I'm guessing it means that it's above being bollock.
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
so this is a little
so
restaurant.
fancy.
Please take a seat.
Oh, you mentioned this. You mentioned your Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
I thought you were just being rude.
Susan's me aunt.
Dim sum.
My new Nook's Cranny. And yeah, it was really expensive. And when I got outside, I spent so much money, it has become a centerpiece of something.
Oh yeah.
So this is going to become a dining area.
It's worth every penny.
Lovely.
Thank you for spinning the dumplings towards me. Thank you.
Actually, Timothy, I've got some. I've got a steamer, like a stack of steamed dumplings.
Mm-hmm.
That would work really well in here if you'd like that.
Thank you.
Talk to me afterwards.
Right. Yeah. I've got, if you come backwards and down, I just want to show you the expensive bridge, but we're not going to cross it. I bought the expensive bridge, and the story here was meant to be that two people on opposite sides of the island were too far apart, so there's little chairs where they used to sit and say nice things to each other. But then we built a bridge, so only their ghosts remain. But obviously it's really hard to convey that with the medium of Animal Crossing, so I did my best with just some chairs.
Am I allowed to sit in the chair? Am I cursed now?
It's like that chair in Nottingham, in that spooky pub. Like
if
you sit there, you will get pregnant.
Yeah. The oldest pub in the country. Well, guess I'm
go.
pregnant.
That's how it works now. All right, so back up here. I should have planned a better route.
I love your little pond.
Apologies, clarification from the chat. That's it's not dim sum. It's a dinner.
Oh, I don't know.
See,
I got distracted by the dumplings.
This is a learning stream. We learn things every week.
Yeah.
I don't think we've yet to learn what parabolic means, but we're trying. Oh, this looks very dangerous.
In my mind, what would happen is, like in DuckTales, you'd climb here and just go whooshing off the edge, but obviously I can't make that happen. But I just really love this elephant slide. I love it a lot. You can tell I love something if I just left it outside and not done anything to it. Like, it doesn't need any work. It's perfect. She's beautiful. She's a model.
I love
if she was a slide.
She is everything. I love the colourway on that. I think mine is pink. I might be wrong on making that up, but I think it is.
Okay. So down here is the South Pole, just in case you needed some. reference points. It's literally, I don't know where you've gone.
I'm
Here
here.
you go. You can just see it down there. Stop it.
So this is
There's the South Pole.
this is the canonical South Pole of the Animal Crossing world.
Yeah, it's the one and only one, and it's where I am. You don't. Okay. He's legged it.
Well, I want to go and touch it.
Okay.
I've never been to the South Pole before.
Oh well, now you have.
Oh,
Ooh.
Shrinky was the first one to get to the bottom of the earth. I'll always be known as number 2. I'm like Buzz Aldrin.
Well, so then, back here, this is a little place where you can come and contemplate time. So all my time or thought-related items are here. You just have a nice little lie down.
Ooh. Oh, I haven't seen this digital like clock radio before. That's really cool with the time on it.
Isabel keeps saying that there's too many items on the floor, so I think that's why I've got to start putting these up in up on little stools.
I don't listen to Isabel.
Really?
I don't listen to a single thing she says. Don't tell me how to run my island.
I like that you turn this over. And it fills up.
That's cute.
Amazing. It is cute. And
This
then,
is like an 80s films idea of time travel. Like you can imagine, like kids in that thing would collect together all these vaguely, including the what do you call it, that plasma ball that you had in the other area.
That's from Weird Science.
Yeah.
When these all get joined together in the summoning circle. Oh my god, you're wearing a new outfit.
I'm wearing a new outfit. This is my teddy look. I'm a little soft baby. Give me a cuddle. This is, I think, in my mind, a sharing circle where you can like cook some food, I guess, and also talk about your feelings. Anything you want to get off your chest? No.
I need to get off my chest that the reason, amongst many other reasons, one of the reasons that Dim has VIP status on the Twitch chat is because he's let us know what parabolic has meant. It's a type of curve.
Tell us, Dim.
It's a shallow, symmetrical U shape. Well, no need to be rude about it, bro.
If we get our ladders down to the island, I can't remember. Oh, I'd like to welcome you to the Tootle Bay Community Theatre. It's still a work in progress, like all of my island. But, there's space for you guys to have a seat.
So good.
Wow.
And then I'll make the dolls do some dancing for you. Look at them dance. Oh yeah, you're into that. I really like these dolls. They're so good. I made one for Christina, and she was like, they're animated. I was like, what are they? How? I didn't know that, so I should probably make all of them, and also make matching stuff for my theatre bit. But yeah, you get the idea.
Oh, hello.
Oh, this whole thing? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. It's just a little look rustled together for you.
Hi, Silver.
Anyway.
Love the custom pattern on the... is this custom pattern or is it customization? The chicken pattern?
Oh, I will say that it's Sable and I are best buds, and she's given me millions of patterns now. So, yeah. It's almost like she does what she cares about now.
Question to everybody on the chat and on the stream. How, in your like power rankings of your Animal Crossing relationships, how high would you rank your relationship with Sable? Just because it feels like of everybody, she's the one that we actually have the deepest, most hard fought relationship with, like compared to everybody else. We know her family history. We broke through her kind of shyness or a reticence to talk. For me, I feel quite close to her.
Yeah,
come back,
for sure.
come back.
Sorry.
You have to come and pay your respects. This is before everybody was talking about graves, but here's my little just a little place to pay your respects. It's covered in white lilies, which I felt was appropriate. So if you
it's very serene.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Think about all the turnips that have been lost.
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah, you're right. Let's just have a moment of quiet reflection. For Gecko of My Pet Roxy's turnip losses this week. May next week be more bountiful in the turnip game.
So then, if you come up here, it's just... Oh no, there's nothing up here. I've got one of those weird wave breakers. I don't really know what it does. So I think that's something I've struggled with, is that this island is really like bitty. There's all these different, I wish I had an island that wasn't quite so fussy. But that's
So are you tempted to terraform it?
no, I'm too lazy to terraform. I'll just have to make do.
It's been a-
While we're here though,
sorry.
sorry, there's the wind farm, there's the swimming pool. Bones is
Ooh.
in, so we should go and visit him because he is, the best islander, hands down. If he's making something, we'll lose it. Please make something. Oh, bang, that's fine.
So as
You should
I
come and say hi.
as we go through the loading screen, we've got people are with Sable, by the way. Doodles by Ben 11 out of 10 ranking, Pine Pet Roxy 8 out of 10, Ho 10 out of 10, Chilliper 10 out of 10, Clementine 10 out of 10. People like
Wow.
obviously, and also it's not the first time we've seen Lil Bones on the stream. Seems like he's a definite favourite for many high score clubbers.
Oh, he's just so cute. He is a sweetheart.
Oh,
You can tell I like him.
I just love that he has bug friends.
Yeah, I gave him a little like a fancy butterfly as well, just to sort of explain that's how much I thought of him, which is a lot. Just what a cutie. Absolutely adorable Bones, I love you. Joy. No, okay, so he's not fast. It's definitely a one-sided relationship, which is what I'm used to. Oh, so distracting.
I love that he's got
so
a
then-
magic kit too.
He's got a magic what?
He's got a magic kit. He's got the magic top
that
hat.
That was a gift from me because I really want him to have the best things. This is where Dina the duck lives, and this is where Quilson the oily duck. Do you want to meet him?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
He's probably going to be really well behaved or something now, but when he first arrived, he was a bit of a bellend.
As I go,
He's asleep.
oh,
I don't want to wake him up.
as I go through
no.
your door, just reading the dim comments that he wished that all the characters had similar interactions to the Able sisters. Talking to Isabel feels weirdly sterile in comparison. I can relate to that. Oh, look at these DJ decks.
Well, I'll wake him up, okay? Wake up.
I gotta tell you, this place is a swinging bachelor pad.
No. Oh, yeah, he's there. You can go and talk to him. But
How many like record devices does he need to be playing at once? He's got three records playing at once.
Yeah, and all I have is like a little cassette player. Like, come on, share the world to love. Oh yeah, he's putting the charm on now, but
I'm liking Quilson.
really,
Yeah.
I like to think that's only because of my positive influence has just rubbed off on him. But maybe not.
I mean, look at his little centre parting. He should be in a 90s boy band.
Oh my goodness, he's the Nick Carter of Tootle Bay.
At least he's not, as long as he's not the Aaron Carter of Tootle Bay.
Oh. Okay, let's just go and pop up here. So this bit was meant to be my musical piazza, but again, I've been too ambitious and don't have any of the good recipes. But what's meant to happen eventually is that there's going to be little chairs here for you to sit on, and other people can just hang on. You can each take an instrument that you can hit. So strings, I guess you'll take the tambourine. You can have the thumb piano, Martin, and then we'll just sort of
Wait, thank you.
just play a nice song together.
Oh. Yes.
In my mind, this will be a beautiful symphony once I'm done with it. But for the time being, just
We're playing
I
the
don't have the
world's...
audio turned on, so in my mind it just sounds amazing.
okay, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's like something
It sounds like the world's most moving rendition of Canon in D.
Yes, emphasis on that D. And then there's just lots of flowers. Oh yeah, on the tambourine and the marimba. So we'll go back around here. I think that's something I didn't like about design is that it's got this big raised bit in the middle, which means that you just can't see all the things behind it, which really annoys me.
That to me, I haven't. Let me know if anybody knows the answer to this. I worry that I'm not that I'm the most diligent fossil collector, but I do worry that sometimes I'm missing fossils because they exist in the blind spot. So what I do is I create kind of a flower bed in the blind spot in order to kind of make myself sleep easier at night. Nice climbing frame.
That's good, thank you. I didn't realise it was a seat until recently, but also it's just one of those things that I like, so it just gets its own little space. Here's now we're into Seashell Cove, so you can just have a quick lie down on the we can have some food, read a magazine.
Sorry,
There's a
Shrinks.
giant shell. Sorry, Shrinks. Here you go. You're the guest. You should have a sit down.
Did you
I like
customise
this.
your magazine at all? Did you have a go?
I haven't, and that's okay. But I
It's
like
worth
this
having a
little
look.
shell, which is. Oh yeah, I have a peep. This shell is also a speaker, which I like.
Oh, now that is very Disneyland.
Hang on.
Is it playing music?
Yeah, it is now.
Oh, Sir, I think I'm going to guess the username is Sir X00. It might be Sir Zoo, but top tip that if you open your inventory when behind a cliff or bank, it pans up so you can see behind it.
Ooh.
Oh,
Top
is a
tip.
Sir 000, you're a star. Oh, this is Dina the Duck, who I love.
Oh,
She
Dina.
reminds me of my friend Philippa. No, in a nice way, Phil.
Okay.
Let's have a chat. I'm gonna make myself comfortable.
Chilliper, who's on the chat tonight.
Chilliper.
Oh, she seems quite nice. She loves
Yeah,
meeting
she's
new
really
friends.
nice. Yeah, when she tried to move out, I said, "I'm sorry, Dina. You must stay here with me."
She calls people woo woo.
Yeah, she does.
Isn't that an insult?
That's not on Tootle Bay. On Tootle Bay, it's a term of endearment.
Oh, good.
I will say, the shell furniture I wasn't fussed about because I got this really gross table, and then all of a sudden, someone gave me this bed, which I just thought was incredible. So now I'm picking up all the shells I can see in case I get more.
Do you think
Question,
the pearl is meant
is
to be
the-
a pillow?
That's exactly the question I was asking. Is that a pillow, or are you supposed to put a pillow either side of the pearl?
I don't know the answer to that. I know that this is what my dreams look like, though. So tucking you in.
Thank you.
Here's my campsite.
Oh.
Here's some apple trees that I didn't put down with much thought.
Just lovely, lovely little Apple logos underneath them.
Yeah, you got some
Yeah,
compliments
just
on the stream earlier, on the chat for that.
Oh, thanks, guys. Here's my cranny.
Oh,
Have a step aside. There's room
let's
for
go
both
in.
of you.
Oh god, Tricky's trying to chase me off. I'm
What's
going to check
happened?
your hot item.
No, I wasn't. Something.
There's no hot item. I've already
Oh,
bought it.
sorry, I didn't know
What's
that
wrong?
the upgrade means there's 2 hot items you can sell now. I didn't know
Oh, sorry,
that.
Mama.
No, that's fine. I'm happy to learn these new things. That's amazing.
Now, if you come to the right, near the till,
Mm-hmm.
so this is something that Ho spotted. There's a ladder in the background. So it could be that Timmy and Tommy live above the shop. That's
Oh,
perfectly,
okay.
perfectly nice, and I'm glad that, because before, presumably, they had to sleep in the shop after closing time, and now they've got their own little flat up there, which is nice. But
That makes sense.
But Ho was wondering, maybe there's room for expansion in this shop upstairs. Maybe the building stays the same. But I was saying, but that means that the till, you'd have to go behind the till to get to it. But maybe if there's a rearrange, there is room
Oh,
to go.
guys, sorry, it's 9 o'clock, which means you'll get to hear the saxophone for "Call Me, Run Away with Me" play on the plaza.
Oh, coming.
Oh.
But yeah, My Pet Roxy says that there was a small room to the left of the old shop they stayed in. I think I remember that.
Ah. Okay. Well, hopefully that means they've got nicer digs upstairs.
Oh, see, this is why I'm jealous of not having a wand. I've seen you've just changed into a rain outfit, and I'm always caught short in the rain.
Yeah, this is my rain outfit. So we're back at the bingo hall. So if we take this little path up, this is where I've been keeping my spare recipes for people.
Very cute.
Bunny Day stuff. There was one for a bamboo doll, but I think Eddie Ross got that, which we'll see more of later. So if we get this was obviously used for something else, but now it's pathway to my spooky island. So so originally this was going to become Sacrificial Island, but it got too spooky very quickly. So I've had to raid it back a bit. So now it's just Mysterious Island. So no sacrifices go on here.
Well, we don't know.
But it's just that we don't know. The first thing that Gulliver gave him was Stonehenge. I was like, well, that's perfect. Here's my little bamboo forest. Here's a little incline that goes up to the left. You'll see.
Oh, hello.
Godzilla and her babies.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted by the merry-go-round. The teacups, rather. Oh, Godzilla's babies! It's just like the end of Godzilla 2000.
Little babies, and that's because Godzilla's going on a day out with the babies to the teacup ride, which I'm devastated you can't go on, but you'll get over it.
There's a weird thing about the scale of some of these objects, isn't there? I mean, I suppose this is a children's ride, so you need to be small enough. But then, like the lighthouses and the grain store are both.
So
They look
weird.
like they're scale models, but they're. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
It's
So back over this way. Sorry, you go first.
it's more of that kind of strange kind of space-time compression that Red is taking advantage of. I'm certain of it.
Yeah. It's an odd one. So here's the bridge, the lovers bridge that we were at before. So you can see the 2 chairs. I need to upgrade those to fancier chairs for sure. Now we're gonna. I feel a bit silly walking around in my rain gear. And then we're gonna walk
Oh, you
back.
look great.
Back.
It's sickening.
Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate that. So this is where Mott lives. Mott is one of my first villagers who was a jock lion. He's bod's sick in bed. Try me some other time. Oh no.
Oh no.
He was fine this morning. I promise.
We'll come back when he feels better.
Okay. Yeah. So then just more flowers everywhere. Oh no, I didn't mean to sit down. Get away. Stop it. Get off the chair.
Can't resist the tempting siren song
yeah.
of KK Slider.
So then here's my flower collection. I've just
I
been-
mean, it's a hell of a collection.
bonkers. Yeah, I need to really rein it in. But would you like to come and explore my house?
100%.
But first,
feels
just
a
give a
bit
shout out to
small.
this gnome who's up here.
Oh yeah, little gnome bat.
Now, sorry, I've got a question for you guys. On one of the High School Club Animal Crossing groups, you know, there are some gnome obsessives, and they've been given the
Yes.
gnomes kind of names. So I'm not sure if these names are their official names or if it's happening in the group.
Oh no, that's
does
what they're
anyone
actually
know?
called. They're called surprised gnome, I think. Or well, no, I
okay.
might be wrong. So I'd love to get clarification of that in the chat. Oh, I'm trying to go into my own house, but it's not working.
Loving this pompadour that you're rocking,
Thank you. It's my 1920s baseball look.
like Mr. Met.
So I will say, yeah.
Oh no, the other one, the Cincinnati Reds mascot.
I'll just hang about inside for you. Oh. Bones gave me the recipe for making that little bone plate, welcome plate. So this is my main room. There's nowhere for you to make yourself comfortable, so don't bother. Let me light the fireplace there. Hang on. There
I'll
we
wait
go.
for Shrinky to arrive before reacting. Ooh.
Oops, yeah. Oh, thanks. Here's some lights. Actually, no. Well, first things first. So this is my main room. It's just sort of like all the things I like. But
Lovely
around,
fireplace.
thank you. There's my 4 favourite items are playing Settlers of Catan. This is my first favourite item, which was a bamboo doll, which I thought was just like a stupid lamp until...
Whoa, wait,
love
do it one more time. Yes.
I mean, just everything about it is... You give it a go, Shrinks.
Ready? I'm gonna wait
Yeah.
for the camera to pan round.
I mean, yeah, just I love it. It's so good. And then we need lights on for everything else.
So
That's
this is-
not right.
So this is like a folkloric object, right? It's like the
I guess so. I don't know the
Princess
history behind it.
Kaguya thing, right? Is that how you say it? Sorry, fans. Terrible pronunciations on the stream, as always.
This is a little flower that has a little baby inside as well. I guess it's the same thing. This is a biscuit tin that looks like a van, and this is the Aries rocking horse, which I really enjoy.
Oh, I have just spotted the Catan style game. It's got a custom like.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I think Christina sent that to me. I think so. Thank you very much, Christina. Yeah, I've got a nice fireplace. I did that in today with a ship on the bottle, and a butterfly. I really like peacock butterflies. There's a lot of them on my island normally. So yeah, let's go and have a peep.
I just want to say
into-
before we rush into another room, I just want to like say that there's several like things in this room that kind of make it feel very like authentically lived in and like homey. And I like there's something so nice about the way the hats display on the wall in this game, and such just makes me feel like you really live here. I'm gonna start crying if I
thanks.
talk about it even more.
But whoever got the blue marlin, there's one up on the wall, on the north wall, I guess. I really like that. I think it's brilliant. Let's go into this room first, to the east wing, I guess.
So have you upgraded your house to capacity?
So yeah, I've only just done that, which is why there's nothing in my basement, pretty much. And that's fine, I'll get to that. So here's this is meant to be like a little relaxation room.
I
For
feel
all your
so
favourite things.
relaxed.
Yeah. I really like. I don't know if you can see with the lights off. How do I turn? I keep pressing the wrong button. Lights. Nope. Lights on. lights on. There we go. This little bamboo orb thing, which I really like, over on the one of the benches, and on the wall there's a little backpack which I really enjoy.
So how did you get all the recipes for all this? Because this is seasonal furniture, isn't it? You couldn't make this in the winter. You need the spring bamboo.
Is it not? Oh, I thought the bamboo was just all year round. Is it not?
No, things like the backpack that you've got up on the wall. It's a seasonal event recipe.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
no
know
idea.
this either until a Southern Hemisphere friend was asking me for bamboo things. I was like, what? This old thing?
Yeah.
This is the steamer basket I was mentioning earlier. Actually, you did it over here.
Okay. I like that little house trophy as well. I was thinking Dim could use that for Tiny Town, if he wanted to.
Oh yeah,
but
look at that. Dim's on the chat. He's going to be looking at that pretty feverishly right now, I imagine.
I'm on for that.
Ho on the chat is saying the grasshopper makes me uneasy. There is a very large grasshopper.
Oh yeah.
Over
Wait.
there.
Oh, I decided because it was green. But yeah, I mean, it'll go. I want her to feel comfortable and secure. Oh no, don't do that. No, you'll be happy, please. All right. So
Dim, thanks you for the tip in the chat.
Well, it's all I've wanted him to say. Anytime, Dim. Dim's island was incredible. That's what I wanted mine to look like. But then there is, you can't be spending all your time wanting your island to. You just have to. My island is a sloppy mess, and that's fine.
Well, and also his island is soon to be overcome by the eldritch horrors which the researchers on his island will unleash.
It's a ticking time bomb. You're better off out of it.
For more information on that,
true.
head over to our YouTube channel where you can watch the replay of that stream.
I highly recommend watching all the streams back if you can. They're so good. Anyway, this is like my work room, I guess, is what I think of it as, like my study. So we've got all the important things like a teddy and some candles. I think Ho sent me a candle. Thank you very much for that, Ho. A little rainbow thing on my. I was really happy because I think Sable gave me that pattern. I said, thanks, Sable. Sable said, get right. Here's a little TV that I got from the shop today. Boop.
Cute.
Thanks.
Oh, what's on
Your
TV?
rugs are getting a lot of love on the chat, by the way.
Yeah.
Your fossil rug.
Yeah, the fossil rug is
thanks, guys.
is incroyable.
I think rugs are one of the best things in this game. And I wish you could put them outside. I think that would just be so good.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a later update that will allow us to put rugs outside.
Yeah. I should change outfits. I was meant to do every room, but yeah, this is my bad
Okay,
boy
Sarah
look.
Jessica Parker.
How many outfits do you have in there?
I'll save the final one for
Look, hello.
Yeah.
Mum says I
bad
can't
thing.
date you, but I'm going to anyway.
But Dad says it's fine.
We're whizzing through these rooms, but I mean, you're getting a lot of love for these
sorry,
rooms on the chat, and
I don't know.
and they're really, really great. I love again.
You go first.
I was just say I'm just always ashamed of my house in comparison to the island tours that we take on Saturday nights.
But I feel exactly the same. I feel really embarrassed to show you this, and I'm like, I've spoken to a few friends about how embarrassed or anxious I am. It's like, no, you can't think like that. Like, it's just people play the game differently. So this room was meant to be my living room, but then I got this bathtub, and I was like, well, no, this bathtub is so good it deserves its own
So
room.
this is the current Celeste piece, right?
Yeah. So it's the Taurus bathtub.
Yeah.
Although having said that, I've also got this little green watering can, so maybe that's my favourite thing. I don't know.
Oh, that's
They're both
cute too.
And the table's good as well.
I mean, there's comparing the bathtub and the watering can. There's two quite. I don't know. There's something very different about those two things.
But also, they're both so perfect. I like the fact that I know this is probably a toilet, but in my mind, it's actually a foot cleaner. So yeah, just I did get a urinal, but it looks wrong. So yeah, I really like this flooring as well. I think it's called like Castle or something.
It's getting a lot of love again in the chat. Dim loves this floor. And Ho says she wants this bathroom IRL.
But you can have it. We will fashion this marble tub for you. How hard can it be? Also, I really like that you can draw your curtains, which I am.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be in your Taurus bathtub with the window open.
No.
Oh.
I do find it weird that some wallpapers take away your window. That makes me feel really sad. Anyway, so I can show you downstairs. That's like literally only got it yesterday, so I need to maybe the chat if they've got any ideas about what it could be. I'm all for grabs. So I have like a general room, a relaxation room, a bathtub room, and a study.
So
And downstairs at the moment.
Sorry to interrupt you. Cree and Judith on the chat. They didn't know you could draw your curtains, so you have changed their life.
Oh, happy.
They've been showering naked with the windows open all this time.
I bet they have.
Okay.
Don't look in my secret corner. So at the moment, I've just been using this as my Sarah Jessica Parker closet sort of thing. I didn't have enough blank, these things to cover up the special playpen, but you get the idea. So I think I like this wallpaper because it covers up your windows, but you're downstairs, so it doesn't matter. I got this pachinko machine today, or is it? I don't know. It's some sort of machine. Oh,
it's interesting. Yeah. It's got like. I wonder if this can be. Firstly, I would like to catalogue this. Please let me catalogue this.
How do I do that?
It just means you give it to me at one point, and then I give it back to you, so we both have it. But I wonder if this has different versions because in previous games, you could get the sit down arcade machine like the Taito.
I've seen pictures online of different arcade machines. Whether or not their customizations are the same one or different models, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure you can get more.
Well,
I just have the music in place as well.
You got so much cool stuff. How are you getting all this cool stuff? A jockey outfit.
Yeah, I've got a matching hat, which I'm very proud of. This is just like the stuff I was happy to put on the wall.
A GD outfit.
Yeah, I mean, I will say my wardrobe is kicking it. It's just brilliant. I got this lovely, I guess, Cleopatra-esque headdress from Gulliver.
Looks like Crystal's headdress, who I don't know if she's in the game or not, but I'd love to see her soon.
But yeah, so anyway, if anybody's got any ideas what I could do with this room, I'm all up for it. Otherwise, at the moment, it's just going to be a closed place.
I mean, it's great already. As a clothes place.
People have suggested on the chat that lots of people use their downstairs room as like hobby rooms, and this already has a kind of hobby vibe to it too. Especially this corner.
Special corner for friends only. Best friends.
I feel like that's Alan Partridge's special drawer.
I'm just going to see if I can just do something. If I can just do something over here. So if you guys just entertain yourselves for the moment. Okay.
I'll go and
just have a nice chat amongst yourselves.
Yep.
Talk about your feelings, all that stuff.
Shout out to everybody that is so Mayor Sailor or Resident Rep Sailor, who was in the first of these streams with us. He's saying that he's had no luck on meteor showers so far because I was just looking at your Ares rocking chair. Is that what it's called? And yeah, I too have not really had much luck, but that's part of it is because I'm not diligent at checking or looking. And at some point, I didn't.
When there's a meteor shower going to be visiting that day, I heard.
Yeah,
also, that doesn't always happen. Like I've had the meteor shower without any warning. Just Celeste was there, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Guys, I'm ready to show you the upstairs. It's quite spectacular, and I've been talking down everything elsewhere. So you guys ready for this?
Well, I know a little bit about what's up here already.
All right, so come upstairs. What you're going to have to do is just take a seat. So you guys just take a little seat over by the posters.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Then you've had to sit down. Martin, do you have can you give me a nice dead on of the
Yep. Give me a sec.
The good view.
Let me make it work. I think that this is pretty good.
Yeah, all good for it?
I think
so.
2
seconds to show you my final outfit of the day. How's that looking? Looking good?
Mama Timothy, you look as radiant as 1,000 suns.
Check it out. Look at this contouring I've done on my face.
I can't believe I'm finally on this show.
It's just what you always wanted. Yeah. So this is the set of something we made. Do you want to explain it, Martin?
Yeah, so just a big. I want firstly want to say thank you for Timothy. I've referred to you by many names in this stream, but I'm gonna zero in on Timothy right now. Thanks to Timothy for kind of hosting something very special up here with a few club members. This previous week. Do you want to tell them what our little show is called that we've been developing?
Timothy Womanchester's Able Sissy That Walk fashion extravaganza.
The colon is very important. So
otherwise,
a lot of us in
also
High School Club,
shout.
big Drag Race fans.
Yeah, huge.
And we've Timothy arranged a special ball for several people to come and compete in. We ran it the other night, and tomorrow on our YouTube channel we will release a special extended clip of a clip we're going to show you right now from the show. So we're going to show you like a teaser clip now. Tomorrow on YouTube you're going to get the whole clip. So guys, shall I run it? Shall I run it right now?
Please.
On the chat,
I really hope everyone likes it.
the three of us have to be silent, but people on the chat, let us know if you can't see or hear this. Here we go.
Category is Desert Island Fantasy. Don't get washed up. First up, Judge Juicy.
They call me Judge Juicy because the verdict always goes in my favor. My desert island chic look is all about layering and bringing some style to the runway. I've just crash landed on the island and I'm ready to start collecting fossils.
Nice helmet.
Duly noted.
For my desert island fantasy look, I am living my Sailor Moon truth, honey. I am fighting evil by daylight and I am getting numbers by moonlight. You won't want to know where my moonstick's gone.
Sun's out, one's out. Nook, Fanny.
I'm serving Victorian small boy realness. Forget all this kind of apocalypse chic. I'm reminding you of the good old days. Think long days at the beach, Enid Blyton chic.
Did she just show us her tackle?
Small boy stunning.
Henny Holmes Designer.
So my first look, I've crash landed in a custom couture top.
That's quite a gash.
I take my medicine, then I get fully mummified. Those bandages are tight. You can see all my curves and swerves.
Mummy has arrived.
She's fabulous and ready for Coachella.
She looks a little shellfish.
I mean, that's genuinely one of the best things I've ever seen.
Want to give, so like we mentioned, there'll be an extended clip of that on our YouTube channel tomorrow that will go live at the same time as the replay of this episode happens. I want to give a thank you to all the club members that participated: Hamish, Charlie, Cree, Judith, Joe, who helped make that glitter sparkle just a little bit more, and of course Timothy Womanchester herself.
I will say it was Judith's original idea, so special shout out to Judith for suggesting it, because I would never have thought it was possible, and Judith and Martin sort of put together this entire boudoir, the Interior Illusions Lounge, which just looks amazing, so thank you very much. Also, fun fact, this is a freezer, not really a showbiz desk. Like, I would never have thought of something like that. Well done.
That's all Judith's creativity right there.
Yeah, that's so good.
But I'm impressed by the size of your loft extension is incredible. So,
it's all the lights just make it look a lot bigger, that's all. Also really like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's 3 posts on the wall of past winners of Timothy Womanchester's Able to See That Walk fashion extravaganza.
These such legendary queens.
Legendary.
Goldie, best season.
Yeah, Goldie, Rosie, I've already forgotten her name.
Tangy was robbed.
Tangy was the catcher of that season. Let me just remember the pig's name. No, they shouldn't call her the pig. Sorry, that's really bad. That's what her enemies called her on the show. Just going through Amiibo cards. 2 seconds. It's something like Puccini or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, or Rasher. Not Truffles. I should organise these better. Well, Oh, Panchetti, of course. And I will say, if you
Panchetti.
saw her amiibo card,
Panchetti.
you'd be like, yes, Panchetti is 100% that bitch. So yeah, that's upstairs, and I think it's going to stay like this forever, quite frankly, because I think we could definitely, repeat that again if it goes well. So I hope everyone
Well,
will watch it and
it's-
enjoy it and share it and say some good things.
Yeah, so stay tuned to our social media tomorrow, and we'll post it. And if everyone wants to share it, that would be great. But there's been lots of talk in the club about maybe doing a cosplay competition. So obviously we've got the runway now. So maybe that'll happen right here on Tootle Bay.
Yeah, on Tootle Bay. Can we just get closer with my cheekbones? Because
Yeah,
I just look really
100%.
chiseled. I mean,
100%.
also special shout out to one of the other judges, Philippa. Her custom couture outfit for the
So
that was
you may have
absolutely
seen.
incredible.
You may have seen on Twitter yesterday, Philippa gave a little sneak peek of the gown that she was wearing as one of the judges with me and Timothy, and you may notice it has a very, 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 very plunging back line.
She made me an outfit which I can't wear because apparently I'm transformed. So, but you have to believe when I say the outfit is beautiful. So
I mean,
yeah.
who beat that mug? Leonardo da Vinci. Girl, you look incredible.
You should see. In fact, Martin, you did see all the mistrials we had with.
Oh, I think I might have one in my pocket. At one point I was gonna be a contestant. If I still got the makeup looks, my makeup looks are just absolutely terrible.
It's really hard, guys. I would genuinely, if you want to, you should start practicing your makeup skills now because it's tricky.
Yeah.
Oh, you look quite cute though.
Thank you. That's why I chose.
All right.
That's why I chose to be in the Ross Matthews casting Cressley role instead.
Yeah. All right. So that I think is everything on Tootle Bay. So I'm just gonna wait for you outside my house, and you guys can sort of, I don't know, peep around or not peep around.
Steal your furniture.
Steal my furniture.
Yeah, but let us know if you do want a cosplay competition, because I can't remember who it was. I want to say Map or Jim the SG. Somebody had a great near cosplay I saw on the group at one point.
Yeah, be up for that. Dim did a very good Snuffkin.
Oh, Dim Snuffkin.
Should we take a seat?
Yeah. So we're going to try ending the stream in a different way this time. Who knows if this will work? I've never tried to do a multiplayer KK Slider concert, but we're gonna see if we can play the stream out this way.
You might need to do it, Martin. If you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you should talk to it.
Okay.
Talk to
Yeah.
him. I'm too intimidated. I'm too much of a fan.
Oh, we're all friends. Oh
I'm
yes.
gonna sit with
I'm
Shrinky.
going to tell you what he's saying.
Oh no.
We're getting some info from My Pet Roxy saying the host has to start it. And you'll have to be
really?
sitting.
Okay.
I am the host
My,
of the most.
my bad.
Oh, that breaks my heart because I have to tell him no thanks, not now, which I'd never say to KK Slider. Luckily, this KK Slider seems to have no knowledge of me, unlike the KK Slider on my island.
Okay, so I'm saying, oh yeah. So you're in the mood for a tune? Question mark. Let's hear it. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Any requests? I can dial up an old favourite, or you can just tell me how you're feeling, and I'll groove on it.
Any requests in the chat?
So the options are: I'll leave it up to you. I'm in a mood. ... Or give me that one song. Or changed my mind.
Let's see if anybody comes up with a suggestion. Thanks to My Pet Roxy, by the way, for giving us the scoop on how to properly.
Thanks, My Pet Roxy.
Well, My Pet Roxy gave us the tip, and she thinks let's go with a mood. We're getting lots and lots of suggestions, but I think My Pet Roxy, she got there first. Them's the rules.
So I'm just saying I'm in a mood, yeah.
Yep.
Then you have to say what mood.
Oh wow. Okay. Let's see. Let's hear it. What's the mood over here? I feel good, a little grumpy, laid back, a little blue. It's hard to say. Any preference?
How'd you feel, Timothy?
Oh, well, it's been really nice. I think it's been a rough 5 weeks, but it's been absolutely lovely to show you around my island. So I guess I'm feeling good.
Let's do it.
Cool. I'm dialed in. Once everyone takes a load off, I'll be ready to jam.
And
Okay, I'm going to take a seat.
okay.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to say?
I just want to
before I
say,
take a seat?
with lots of people giving song suggestions in the chat, whichever song suggestion has the most amount of comments in the chat, we'll put in the tent at the beginning of next week's stream.
Oh, lovely.
Man with
Love
a
it.
confidence in his music collection.
Got a lot. I've got a lot already.
All right, I'm taking a seat. Say goodbye to this derriere. Boop.
Yes.
Right on, you hep cats and
Oh,
kittens.
Café,
Is that
KK.
Yeah, okay. I don't know it. Is it nice?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened?
So
Oh, hey,
listen,
there we go.
you sit down and you stand up because you sit down because just to show you respect, and you leap up because
Yeah.
you can't wait to see it.
This is like the beginning of a magical adventure.
The magical credits.
I know, and I just think this is for everybody that's unlocked KK. I think maybe we'll see, but I think the idea is maybe when we go visit them in future, we'll probably always end the stream this way, honouring the fine people that bring Animal Crossing into our lives.
And I should say, if you're new to Animal Crossing, this is your first time playing, and either this is the first time you've seen this or you saw this happen in your game for the first time, that does not mean the game is over and you've completed it. And that's nothing. That's it. I'd say it's like you finished the tutorial, and then you're allowed to just have your freedom and go off and do whatever you like. And every week you can come and talk to KK, and you can enjoy a new song and read the
It's like
credits.
a graduation present, a graduation ceremony. Like, well done.
Yeah.
Your t-shirts are so cute, guys.
Well, that's thanks to Torpor Dust, Joe Sparrow, Torpor Dust on Twitter, who obviously does a lot of graphics work for High Score Club. Is one of our very good friends. He created them,
Oh, what a star!
and he was also responsible for the latest evolution of the High Score Club logo as well. Our little cart friend had a little makeover very recently, and he's responsible for that too.
What a trooper! The real question is, could he win a drag race competition or a cosplay competition?
I think, well, definitely cosplay. I think he's got the chops for that. Drag.
His chops are the thing that's stopping him from drag.
I mean, maybe a year ago, Joe could have maybe won the competition, but his forearms are looking increasingly beefy due to his exercise regime. Very hard to contour. Got to contour the arms into a slimmer, less masculine form. Guys, as we're wrapping up, Timothy, where can people find you online?
Just around. I think on Twitter and Instagram, I'm at people I know. Read my comic, Litless Friends, and let's just be pals.
Shrinky, where can people find you?
You can find me at Shrinkwrapped on Twitter. That's usually the best place. But as always, I always recommend following High Score Club if you're not already.
And you can find me. You know what? Like I always say, come find me on Letterboxd. That's my most updated social media platform. I'm at Stinton. Otherwise, find me hanging out in the High Score Club Discord, which we will link to just at the end of this chat. And thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thanks to everybody in the club that's been, participating and making the club better than ever through like all of the new stuff we've got going on the Discord. All of the various WhatsApp groups, the Facebook group, all of that stuff. Everybody's great, and obviously each and every week it's very touching to enjoy games with such a great group of people. And I'm gonna drop a link to the Discord now. If you're watching this stream later, just head on over to Twitter, find us on Twitter, and send us a message, and we'll also share it with you there. You have to give the secret phrase "able to see that walk," and we'll know what you want. I've dropped the Discord link now.
Yeah, I really hope you guys like Able to See That Walk. Genuinely, I think it is good vibes.
And shout out to Depot Agent, who's watching their very first live stream with us, and thank you for checking out the YouTube too.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, don't forget you can watch all the old episodes on YouTube at High Score Club.
Yeah, it's
so definitely
not
check those out.
because I'm never prepared. The YouTube link isn't on screen, but it's this /High Score Club. You know that, Biz. And I guess this is how we end it. with hope for our continued growth and to celebrate another week of New Horizons. This has been Ass Town on Tour. Goodbye.